Yeah, hello and welcome to another MCO market update on Ethereum. Here on the Ethereum chart, we are on the daily time frame. Haven't really looked at it for a while, but honestly, not much changed, especially over this week. There hasn't really been any major change or adjustment, but we are in a support area that I have labeled as weak support. Why is this weak support? This area between $1,254 and $1,436. Well, because the pullback is too deep to be clearly a wave 4, it's still valid as a wave 4, but it will be invalidated with a break below $1,080. It's already too deep for a wave 4, to be a reliable wave 4 at least. However, other interpretations apply here. I mean, technically speaking, as long as the move down is in 3 waves, it could just be a so-called corrective pullback in an overall uptrend that started in 2022, that uptrend. But also, the rally was only in 3 waves. So we're dealing with corrective patterns to the upside and corrective patterns to the downside. So unfortunately, the market has not really given us a very clear indication where it wants to go. In the short term, we're still tracking an active downtrend, but with the potential now that it could be turning around there to start the next rally to the upside. So at least I'm monitoring that without, let's say, much hope or, without much hope for a successful upside reversal, right? We would need some evidence. And I have sketched out here on the daily time frame how such a move to the upside would look like. And it would be probably a series of ABC structures, as you can see there in the white scenario. It is important to note that here what you can track to the upside is a series of ABC structures, because the 5th wave would be a large ABC pattern because we're dealing with a larger diagonal pattern. So with regards to diagonal patterns, if you followed the tutorial videos on this channel, then you know that the subwaves are typically corrective in nature. So the bottom line is we have arrived at a key pivot near invalidation, and we're waiting for a signal that a low has formed. Until then, we shouldn't get too bullish, okay? This is still a local downtrend that started in December. Let's take a look at the shorter time frame for Ethereum. Not much clarity here on this shorter time frame, but as I just showed you, we're tracking a series of ABC structures. So I've labeled here an A wave, at least a roadmap for a potential A wave. And it's important to understand that an A wave can be a 5-wave pattern or a 3-wave pattern. Now, I've decided to label the potential for a 5-wave move, but obviously in the videos, I call out that it's absolutely possible that the A wave remains a 3-wave move. So that would be here, wave A. Yeah, it's entirely possible that with the next move up, we form already a top in wave A. Please note, we don't need 5 waves for an A wave. So that makes this entire structure so difficult. What makes it even more difficult is that the rally from the April low, the 9th of April low, is also only a 3-wave move. So if the A wave is in 5 waves, it's not an impulse, it's a diagonal pattern. And then what happens down here, I mean, it's not clearly bullish. I mean, all I'm saying is, we can watch for that structure, but I need to see some evidence. This is not a high quality setup right now. We have 3 waves up into the 9th of April high. We have 3 waves up here from this low that formed on the 10th of April. Everything's just corrective. And we're basically just consolidating below this lower red line, the $1,473 level, and the green line at $1,687. So we're consolidating in between. And it's a sideways consolidation pattern. And I'm just watching if the market can break above one of these previous signal lines here, 1,661 and 1,687. These are the next upside levels to watch that ideally need to be broken to confirm we're on our way to the C wave target in wave 3, 1,925. So there are 2 breakout points. In the short term, the white scenario remains technically valid as long as we're holding above the red line at $1,473. We could see potentially one more low here. But obviously a break above the Thursday high at $1,618 would be an early indication a low of sorts has formed. That's the update about Ethereum. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.